Hey yo, you already know the vibes. It's your boy AOK. We back with another one. Let's get it in, man. We talking about what's on the screen right here, the C8 E-Ray, and we're just talking about C8s in general. This video is going to be about which one is the best to get and which one is the best bang for buck if we're talking about performance. And this is just based off somebody just doing research. Just really for anyone that's looking to get into the platform and just kind of wanting to see which one is the best. And again, this is for the type of person that plans on taking theirs further than what's offered from factory. So somebody that's planning on modifying the car, right? So let's just get right into it. Which ones to avoid and which ones to go after. First things first, which ones to avoid? Z06. Z06 is trash. It's no good. It's a flop on the Nürburgring. It's a fake 458 Speciale, and it just doesn't hit the mark. People compared it to the Lamborghini Huracan. I don't know how you compare that car that, even with twin turbos, by well-vetted shops, the Z06 can barely make over 700 something wheel horsepower, like 750 rear wheel horsepower, without people being afraid to break stuff. Again, in their defense, it's a brand new platform. The Z06 is a brand new platform. It's not the same as just a regular Stingray. Brand new with that LT6 5.5 liter V8 flat plane crank, but it's just not worth it. And people were paying way over sticker for that car. Some people were paying $250,000 for a $150,000 spec. The stock car is just, it doesn't have much to offer. What's the reason to get a Z06 besides the NA V8 that revs that high? But then it's like, okay, well, this guy has a GT350R or GT350 2018, of course, not a 2016 or 17, because we want a Gen 2 Voodoo. We don't want any oiling issues and this thing locking up on us. We don't want that. Not going into that, but if you're getting a GT350, start at 2018. Take my word for it. If you wanted a high revving V8 that's actually good, or not good, but vetted and can actually, it's worth the money, GT350, $60,000. $50,000. Actually, they went down in price. I think they're like high 40s, low 50s right now, which is still crazy because those things came out in 2016, and they were about like $66,000, $70,000 back then, and they're still like damn near $50,000 right now, almost 10 years later. So that car held its value, I would say. But yeah, you want a high revving V8. The Gen 2 Voodoo 5.2 liter V8 flat plane crank revs up to 8250 and can handle boost because it's based off of Coyote V8. And what a Coyote V8 is known for? Boost. So if you wanted to boost your high revving V8, you get the Coyote or the Coyote based engine, because it just flows, that the heads on that car just flows so much air. That's it, plain and simple. You want a high revving V8 that can take boost? GT350 manual, lightweight, big brakes, suspension, all that. It has everything you can want. But again, let's keep it about the C8. That's just my reason why you don't get the Z06. I'm gonna leave the Z06 alone because a lot of Z06 owners, I know they're punching the air because that thing's a flop. It flopped on the Nürburgring, it flopped everywhere else. It's not proven to make power yet because tuning's not unlocked, so you can't even see what the engine can do. Or real tuning's not unlocked, like full-fledged tuning, like you can get your hands all the way up in there, not unlocked. Even the geniuses at Boost District, and I'm not being sarcastic, those guys are legit geniuses, like they're crazy. Go check out their channel, Boost District. They got the fastest C8s you're gonna find. They have all supercharged, twin turbo, however you want it. They got it. Definitely check them out. Yeah, the Z06 it's just not it, man. It's not it at all. But let's go to the C8. Now, tuning's unlocked for that because it has the LT2 V8, 495 horsepower, good torque. I think the torque is like 485 or something like that. Good torque, 8-speed DCT, same as all the other C8s. But that car is unlocked, the engine anyway. I think the TCM is still locked because it's a Tremec. It's a Tremec 8-speed DCT. And that's not unlocked yet. Tremec don't want to unlock it for they don't want to unlock nothing for nobody. GT500, the C8, all that. They don't want to unlock nothing. The C8 Stingray is a good buy because it's $60,000 right now if you get a base one. You know, not too crazy, not too specced out. The 1LZ, you got 2LZ, 3LZ, all that stuff. You get a base one, you know, low 60s. Shit, if you're willing to deal with some mileage, maybe even high 50s. Maybe. Right? You can get a 2020 C8 Stingray, high 50s, low 60s most likely though. Let's be honest. But that would be a better body than Z06. Why? It's already vetted. You can boost it. Once you boost it, put a good tire on it, it's over. That's it. That's the end of it. It has a good tire. Now it's over here making 1,000 horsepower or something. Again, check out Boost District. Those guys got 800 wheel horsepower. Monsters. All C8 Stingrays and E-Rays. I think the guys at LMR have it too. Late model racecraft. They have some too. They have like 427 Lingenfelter C8s. Yeah, the C8 Stingray definitely a good way to go, especially if you're trying to save the most money. E-Ray I think is the best. Why? E-Ray is literally build your own ZR1. That's what the E-Ray is. Because the ZR1 is what? It's a twin turbo Z06 engine. Alright, cool. The E-Ray with a twin turbo kit is like you took a Stingray, gave it all-wheel drive, and then twin turboed it. And you have the wide body. Now, you have the Corvette sound with turbos. So you got all the power, all the torque, but you have all-wheel drive. So if you was to ever line up a ZR1 with an E-Ray twin turbo, guess who's getting left? Because check Boost District again. They have an E-Ray that's running 9.3. It's running 9.3 as we speak right now. It's running door to door with Tesla Model S plaids that have weight reduction and tires. It's running door to door with those cars on the drag strip. So I don't know what more proof you need, but it's definitely in the pudding, and there's an abundance of that pudding because it's there. The C8 E-Ray is legit. It's legit. And honestly, I slept on it the most because I feel like it was the least Corvette. Like it spoke to me as like the least Corvette out of all the C8s. But in reality, it's probably the best bang for buck when it comes to performance. And I'll just explain why it's better than the ZR1. And I probably shouldn't even have to explain why it's better than the ZORA, but I'll do it anyway. You're literally building your own ZORA. I know I just said it's like build your own ZR1, but in reality, you're building your own ZORA. Building your own ZR1 is more so twin turboing a Stingray. That's more so building your own ZR1. But twin turboing the E-Ray, in reality, let me correct myself, because I know I did say that. You're building your own ZORA. Twin turbo, all-wheel drive, making 1,000 wheel horsepower, if not more. Like, literally the only one up that a ZORA would have is a transmission. It'd have a transmission with stronger internals because the gearing is the same. The GM execs said it themselves. When the ZR1 debuted, it's the same gearing as the Z06, which is probably why the Z06 has that god-awful fifth gear that it just falls flat. Because it doesn't have any torque or power to get through that. But yeah, the ZR1 has the same ratios, but it has way more. It has almost double the power. So you can see how the ZR1 is just better equipped for that type of transmission setup. Now, if you got the E-Ray, you can do the same thing. So what I'm saying is, it's in your best interest to just save the money. Get the E-Ray. Save the money on the ZORA. It's not necessary. If you really ask me, it's not necessary because they're going to charge you $500,000 for it. The Z06, that thing fell flat. I think you can get one of those for like $105 now. After people was paying $250 like a year or two ago, they're paying $250. Now you can probably get one for like $110, $105. Loss. A ZR1, most likely $250. But if we're being honest, before you add the ZTK package with the big wing, it's probably going to be $200 flat. Add the ZTK and whatever options you throw on that, probably going to get you around $245, $250. And then add the dealership markup. Yeah, you're looking at what, $400, $450, $500. And guess what? You try to get a ZR1 allocation, they're going to tell you it's a markup. You're going to say no markup. Guess what they're going to tell you? They're going to say, find another car that does 233 miles an hour, makes over 1,000 horsepower, and has a factory warranty in 2025. They're going to tell you to find a car that has all those things. And if you find it for less than $1 million, that's the biggest part, less than $1 million. If you find that car over 233 miles an hour, over 1,000 horsepower, factory warranty, less than $1 million, they'll take off the markup. Because that's what I would tell you. If I was a scumbag marking up the car, I would tell you that. Go find another car that can do that. With a factory warranty, coming straight from factory, doing all that. You won't. For less than $1 million, you won't. You can't. So, yeah, the ZR1, expect that to be, expect when that drops, you're going to start seeing people saying, oh, I paid $400,000. I paid $350,000. I paid $375,000. I paid $325,000. You know what else is $325,000? A Mustang GTD. Avoid that at all costs. That is a piece of crap. I'm not gonna lie to you. I made another video about it, and it's like, because in this video we're talking about performance for the price. The price of performance. That's what we're talking about in this video. Yeah, a GTD, that's like saying, let me spend $100,000 more than what a GT3 Porsche costs. The GTD. Let's spend $100,000 more than what a GT3 Porsche costs to be slower. Let that sink in. But again, let's keep it about Corvettes. Alright, you can go through the video. I went step by step about which one to avoid. If you were paying, I'm not going over it again. You know which one to avoid if you were watching it. Why you should get the Stingray if you're trying to save the most money but still trying to have the most fun. Especially if you get an NA, if you keep it NA, give it a big cam, give it some good headers, intakes, maybe touch the fuel system if you want to do a little ethanol. There you go, 600 horsepower, cam sounding like thunder, and it's like just good to go. The perfect throttle response, all the power you need, and you're not like, it's still a Corvette for the most part. The E-Ray, the best one, has everything, it has it all. Everything I just say you can do with that Stingray, you can do with the E-Ray. You can boost it, supercharge it, keep it NA, whatever you want, and it's all-wheel drive. Nothing's beating that. ZR1, waste of money. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be a waste of money because it's like by the time that thing comes out, it's gonna, unless your sole purpose is going 233 miles an hour in a factory car. Besides that, waste of money. I respect that though, because I like people that definitely want to use their entire dash. I respect the hell out of that. You want to use your entire dash, that is very German of you, and I love it. The ZORA is going to be a loss. Expect that to be like $500,000. It's going to be something ridiculous. Or maybe it's going to cost like $350, $400 from GM. Probably going to cost $350, $400 from GM, and then by the time the dealerships get it, yeah, it's going to look like $500,000 to $600,000, and it's going to be $500,000 to $600,000 for what somebody probably spent $150,000 on at Boost District. What's it called? Boost District. Because you get an E-Ray, for like 90 something, 100, 110 maybe. You throw on a twin turbo kit, let's call that 25,000. 110 plus 25, 135. 135,000 to make over 1,000 wheel horsepower, all-wheel drive. Or you could go spend what will most likely be 300, 400, 500,000 on a ZORA to do the same thing, and maybe potentially have a higher top speed. You let me know which one makes more sense. But I'm not going to hold you guys up too much longer. You guys let me know down in the comments which C8 is your favorite and which C8 do you think is the best bang for buck performance-wise. Other than that, also let me know what you guys think about the new setup. As you can see, it looks crystal clear, and our frame rates are at about 90-ish, 85 for real. But definitely a different setup, and you guys let me know if you like it. I will admit, in the editing tool, the quality may look a little different because of this screen size and resolution. So YouTube like 16:9. What I'm working on right now is 16:10. So it's a little funny sometimes. But definitely let me know what you guys think about the new setup in the comments. Other than that, you guys stay fucked, stay sturdy. Damn, hit the pole.